Hi, everybody. I'm Mary Angela Saavedra. I'm the director of the Center on the Hill, and it is time for another episode of Tell Me Something Good, now with special guests. I am joined today by Angel. Hi, Angel.
Hi,
Angel is joining us from, where are you joining us from, Angel?
Glenside.
Glenside. What's the weather like in Glenside?
Oh, it's pretty nice, partly cloudy.
It's beautiful weather this week. If you all are watching and haven't been outside while the temperatures have been cool, you're crazy. It's so nice because summer's coming back. But let's just enjoy this last little minute of spring. Well, for those of you joining us for the first time, I am going to ask 3 questions from a game called Storywise. It was given to me by Atria Senior Living. It is 144 thoughtful ways to bond with a fellow human. I will mix up my questions and ask them in no particular order. And when we're done, we're going to ask you to share your thoughts on these topics with us. So let's get started with our first question. Here's the picture. The boy is clearly jumping off the back of that couch into the air with his cape and all of that business. And the question says, whether you would choose $10 million or the ability to fly. Whew, that's hard because I could do so much with $10 million. But also flying would be great because the best dreams I've ever had were the dreams where I dreamt I was flying. And everybody's had that dream, right? Where you're just like, all of a sudden, oh, you can fly. And I don't know if you've ever read this book, but one of my favorite books is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. And they talk about how in order to fly, you just have to believe you can, and then you just will. And I remember when I read that for the first time and I was like, wouldn't that be awesome? I can fly. Look at me, I can fly. It would be really great. I could get places faster. It would be really fun. Although I am scared of heights, so I'd probably be a pretty low flyer. But yeah, I think I'd choose the ability to fly. I mean, $10 million is great. And again, I could do a lot with it, but I want to fly. How about you?
I would choose the $10 million because if I want to fly, I can go on a plane and I just like walking places. And I feel like I could just do a lot more to help the world with $10 million than if I could personally fly. Yeah.
That's true.
Also, just basing on the fact of like I'm a really slow runner, like just because you can fly doesn't mean it's fast.
Be a slow flyer. Here
Yeah.
goes Angel slowly flying by. Sure. And $10 million, I mean, that's a lot of money. Nothing to shake a stick at. Okay. This one, you go first. And this is the picture. 2 friends sitting there sipping cocktails, it looks like. And the question is, a motto or saying you live by.
I don't know if this is one that I live by, but it's one I've been saying over the past 2 days, and it's teamwork makes the dream work.
Nice. Give me an example. What have you been doing over the last 2 days? Is teamwork.
Well, it's more of like what I'm going to be doing, which is I'm thinking about going back to school, like to college maybe. And so I'm gonna make a second portfolio, which is just all the stuff I've done by myself and basically what I could accomplish if the school like let me into their university. And one of my things why I want to go to school is I want to meet people who care just as much as their passions as I do mine. So on the projects that I would normally be working on myself, but I just imagine what we could do if there was like a lot of us, teamwork makes the dream work.
I like it. That's a good one. Teamwork makes the dream work. Now it's going to be stuck in my head too. For me, I kind of have 2. But really, I guess the biggest one for me is like, don't sweat the small stuff. Like if it's small, like don't sweat it. It's not worth stressing out about. Like there are plenty of big things to stress out about. So like sweat those things. They're big. That makes you nervous. But like don't expend stressful energy on the small stuff. It's sometimes stuff is out of your control. Sometimes it's just in the scope of things. It doesn't weigh very much, and you're like, I don't need that. So yeah, that's kind of been my thing for a long time, probably longer than I can remember, truthfully. And sometimes the things I considered small stuff weren't necessarily small stuff and probably should have been sweated. So, but it's, live and learn. That's good. Okay, our third question. This one. And it says, someone you admire for pursuing their dreams. And wow, that's like that. There's a lot of people in my life that I could say I admire for pursuing their dreams. Someone I admire for pursuing their dreams would be like my mother. She really wanted to be she wanted to be a teacher, but then she definitely wanted to work in special education and help kids who had problems learn. And she had to go to grad school to get a master's degree to really follow that path. And she did that while teaching, working full time, and raising 3 kids. And that's a real commitment to a dream. And then in the end, she ended up becoming a diagnostician. So what she did was she tested kids to help cultivate a program for their learning that was very specific to them. And it was really great. I mean, I don't know how many hundreds of children she helped in the years of her career. She retired like 3 years ago now. But I know that there are lots of adults in this world who were helped by her in, the early stages of her career and on that were able to learn. In some cases, they had like a lot of trouble reading, and my mom started to develop an app that would help take text and put it in a print that made it easier for children who are dyslexic or have trouble reading to read. And she was in the early phases of that when retirement came up. So I'm hoping somebody else picked up that and ran with it because it's pretty great. She's just one of them. A lot of people in my family I admire for following their dreams. My uncle is a music producer. That was always his dream and his passion. And I totally think that's great. I admire him for doing that. How about you?
Well, I had a lot of people come to my brain, but I'm going to go with my mom too because, she's about to finish getting her master's. So, like, she went to school when she was younger and then she never finished. So then over, like, the past year and a half, 2 years, she started and finished her bachelor's. She started and she's almost done her master's. And then she's going to start and finish her doctorate. And she's like, no, I'm going to get my doctorate. They say 4 years or something like that. She's like, I'm going to do it in 1. And I totally would not be surprised if she did it. Cause I don't know, I think it's awesome that, you're never too old to go back to school and figure out what you want to do and do all that schooling, and you don't have to do it the way that everybody else does it.
Yeah. No, that's great. Wow, I admire your mom. That's a lot. I don't know if I have that in me. But awesome for someone who does. Well, those are great. Thank you, Angel, for talking with me. To recap, our questions are a motto in order, are whether you would choose $10 million or the ability to fly, a motto or saying you live by, and someone you admire for pursuing their dreams. Email your thoughts on these questions to me at msaavedra@chestnuthillpres.org. That's msaavedra@chestnuthillpres.org. Join the conversation. Thanks for joining us, Angel. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.